everyone! I have a few F-sharp flutes that I'm uploading today, and I'm going to give you a little demo of each one being played. Here's my dog. She's coming over to say hi. Hi, Vera. I'm going to link all of these in the description below, so if you see one that you like, you can click through and buy it or go and read more information about it. I have the measurements listed on our website, as well as I take about 5 or 6 pictures of each of these flutes from different angles and take close-ups of the different knots and different grain and stuff like that. So definitely head over to the website and check those out. I'm going to link them in the order that I am demonstrating them down below. Okay, so first, this one is Eastern Aromatic Cedar. It has a beautiful pink color to it, dark pink, and it has a lot of knot holes in it. Oh wow, look how pretty that is. It's like an eye. And then, look at that. Here we go. I think my phone camera always wants to focus on my face and not the flute. Try to trick the camera here. I love when flutes have knot holes. I think it's the most interesting thing. They're way harder to make when they have knots like that too. It's definitely not a flaw. It's like it takes us like twice as long to make a flute that has knots in it like that. So Eastern Cedar is a softwood. It's a fairly dense softwood. Oh, that one has such a nice voice. This one is a hardwood. This is American Black Walnut. It has, this one in particular I think is so cool because it has a light stripe in it. A lot of times when you see walnut, it'll just be the lovely dark chocolatey color. But personally I think it's so beautiful when it has that contrasting grain like that. It also has this really figured area on the mouth end here. Look at that. It's like a tiger stripe grain pattern. Wow. Isn't that pretty? I think that's so beautiful. Yeah, so this is a very hard wood. Sounds so good. This one is Cherry. And Cherry starts out in this lovely light pink color. This one actually has some sort of flaming figure, just subtle, but it's really beautiful. So Cherry starts out this pink color, and as it ages, it'll darken to be a pretty dark red color. It's what a lot of really nice furniture is made out of. And I think it's just a really special wood. There's something about the way that flutes made out of cherry sound. It's just a little special. Sounds so good. This one is made out of Oregon ash. And ash is a super hard wood. They make baseball bats out of it. It's like almost white in color, maybe a light yellow, but it has this really bold grain pattern. And the difference between Oregon ash and white ash is the Oregon ash, this is Oregon ash, it has a bit more color in it. So it doesn't just have that like solid white. It has like here you've got this like brown color that's like subtle. It's like underneath the grain. It's really cool. We've got this one. This is made out of Ioko Wood. This was a wood that we got when I was wood shopping at the beginning of last year. The wood store that I shop from had this, and I just was so curious. It's like kind of this, it's like an orange gold color, and it's one of those woods that has like a glow to it. I don't know if you can kind of see. Spanish cedar is another wood that kind of glows, but this really glows. And it turned out to be extremely difficult to work with. It's like, it has grain that goes in all different directions. I've never seen another wood quite like it. So it actually has like grain that like swoops in like this area right here. You can kind of see maybe the grain is like coming straight up, almost like an end grain. So when you're turning it on the lathe, it's really challenging and really frustrating to work with, but it turns out really beautiful. And it's like super duper hard. I think that Ioko is a possibly a South American wood. The place that we get our wood certifies everything as FSC sustainable, so it was sustainably harvested, which I think is super cool. It has a really resonant voice to it. A lot of hardwoods have more of like what I would describe as like a loud, clear voice, and this does have a very clear voice, but it also has that feeling that you can feel in your hands as you're playing it, like a vibration that's moving through the flute. I really love that feedback from the flute. I think it just adds to the whole experience. This one is made out of beech. Beech is a very hard wood. It's kind of the color of, it's a little bit similar to the color of cherry, but the grain has these little flecks in it. There we go. You can see that. Like all these little dashes. I think it's really nice. It's quite different than anything else we've worked with, and it's another one that's so hard that it's frustrating to turn on the lathe. It's not very fun to turn super hard woods. They just kind of fight you a bit, and they take forever to sand, and but then when they're finished, they don't dent, and they look really good when they're varnished, and it's pretty rewarding, but it's a lot of suffering to make them. So that one has a really loud, clear voice that just projects. I didn't make enough blocks for all of these, so I'm in the process of making more, but that's why I'm pulling blocks off and reblocking them. Usually I plan better, but I didn't realize how low we were getting on those until it was time to shoot my videos, and well, then I have to just sit here and switch blocks out, but that's not so bad. This one is made out of myrtle. This is another wood that I saw when I was up wood shopping in Port Townsend, and I just thought, this is special. I want to make flutes out of this, and it really is something else. This one doesn't have a ton of color variation, but it's just like totally luxurious looking. I don't know how to describe it. It's It's the kind of wood where you sand it, and when you're finished with the finest grit of sandpaper, it's like, it almost looks like it's already varnished because it just kind of shines, and it's just so smooth and beautiful. It's very hard. And I think, I don't know where myrtle grows. Leave me a comment if you know anything about myrtle wood. Of course, I could just Google it, but it's funner to ask you guys to comment. Ooh, this one just sounds so good too. The low note is just that, like, gets you in the chest kind of feeling to it. Let me know which of those you guys liked the best. I don't know if I have a favorite. I thought they all sounded pretty good, but I might like that myrtle or the first one I played, which was the Eastern Cedar. I also really liked, and those are just like totally different from each other. They just have really different qualities to them. I love hearing your comments, so leave me a comment. Let me know what ones you liked, what ones you like the looks of. I love hearing from you. Hope you guys enjoy these videos.